Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us online. Of course, whether you are in the inner sanctum, the Google bidding platform here, or maybe you're watching on the raywhitewaterpark.com.au website, potentially also on Facebook, we do welcome your interest, whether it be financial or just a little bit of curiosity about the market, maybe where your property sits currently. Of course, Alexander and the team working tirelessly over the last several weeks of marketing. We've got a great opportunity here. We certainly do sell away 137 Dalmini Drive here in Preston's a beautiful home. You can certainly see so much of an offer here, but first and foremost, terms and conditions that govern and protect sale by auction in the state of New South Wales. Naturally, to bid, you must register. To register, you need to prove it with a bit of a certificate of registration, just holding up those numbered identifiers with each and every bid, or if you are utilising the largest real estate team potentially in the country bidding on your behalf, you certainly have that bidding buddy stating your bidding number with each and every bid, taking care of it so you can relax and transact. We certainly do need to see our written reserve price. I can assure you that we have. We look forward to a sold sticker here today. We can refuse any bids not in the owner's best interest. We can place one bid and one bid alone on behalf of our vendors. Vendor bid is the language that you will hear if that is the case, but given the interest both here registered today and some parties post-auction, certainly confident of a sold sticker. We'll give you 3 calls, the first, the second, the third, and the final call as the contract falls in my hand. The highest bidder becomes our unconditional and fortuitous purchaser, pending that reserve price is reached and breached, of course. The home itself, of course, no doubt you've inspected and respected it throughout the heavy inspections, both private and public, across the marketing campaign. 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, the dual car accommodation, of course, but certainly does sing a song of absolute luxury, that double void that enters and or creates a gorgeous grand residence for you and your family to paint many memories upon the canvas of your future life here in Preston's. No doubt you've loved so much of it, whether it be the fresh paint, of course, the warming fireplace as well, the multitude of living and dining and family areas across the floor plate, but certainly a huge residence that will be exceptionally hard to outgrow. That would be the challenge, I'd imagine. Here you certainly have a lovely level parcel of land as well to underpin your investment, sitting around that 566 approximate square metres of land here. A double lock-up garage, of course, finishing a perfect family portrait. Ladies and gentlemen, it's close to good schooling, shopping and transportations. Where are you? Where do you want to start? Who wants to kick it off? Who kicks things away? Love to hear from you.
Yes.
What do you say? On behalf of Alexander and the team, one of the true gentlemen of real estate, who starts us away? Opening bid, opening offer.
James, can we start 950?
I wouldn't mind a 1 in front if you wouldn't mind there. Of course, we can refuse bids, not to be difficult, not to turn our noses up at your hard-earned money, just to save some time and, of course, save the illusion of being close to ownership. I think there's a sea of parties seeing value in the $1 million here. So who starts me off at a brick? $1 million? What do you say? Look at this. Try and build it, ladies and gents. Try and buy the land and build it for a brick. You certainly will have a year of stress.
James, I've got a bid here. Bidder number 1, 1 million.
It's like they've premeditated that, Marcus. Number 1 with 1. Absolutely welcome the bidding there. And $1 million here. We'll move in 50s from here if you don't mind. At 105.0, maybe we're straight to 1.1. $1 million there. We're up and running there, and a great bid buy there at $1 million now. At $1 million here, and $1 million and 50, should we say, or 1-1 perhaps at $1 million now.
James,
first chance.
Bidder number 21. 1,025,000.
1,025,000. A good bid there from Bobby Bearsetto, of course, selling principal of Ray Whiteweather Park and Cecil Hills. Here we go at $1,050,000 here, 1.1. Who's got it there? Bidder number 1, Marcus. What about $1,111,000 for bidder number 1? One bid, and you could have it all. 1-1, 1-1. My suggestion at 1,025 the bid now. At $1,025 the bid now. First, second, third, and final chance now. At $1,025,000. Are we done? Are we finished?
James, bidder number 1, $1,050,000.
$1,050,000 at 105.0 the bid there, nothing less than the 25s if you don't mind, ladies and gents. At 105.0 the bid now, and who goes straight to 1.1 at 105.0 the bid here, and great bidding and buying here. I believe 50 and 75 beckons from here. 1-1, the smart money spending around that 1-1 mark, I'd imagine.
James,
now.
bidder number 15, $1,075,000.
107.5 there, and a great bid there at 107.5. Of course, 3 active thus far, and a sea of parties waiting to pounce. At 1.1, the next bid accepted will be 1-1 or above at 107.5 the bid.
Number 3, 1.1 million.
1.1, and Ricardo adding quadrant to the bidding circle. There are 4 parties active at 1.1 the bid now. First chance, second, third, and final at 1.1. Here it goes. At 1.1, are we finished?
James bidder number 1,125,000.
1 1/8 of $1 million. So number one position for bidder number one there. 1 1/8. Who goes straight to 1.2? We're 3 moves away from 1.2. You may as well get there with confidence. 4 active parties.
James, 1,150.
1150. The louder party always wins at 1150 and 75 left, but 1.2 also an option at 115. The bid now 1150. The call. First chance, second, third, and final opportunity at 1150. Don't miss the boat at 1150. Are we finished? Are we silent?
James, bidder number 7, 1,160,000. Did you say?
James, I've got bidder number 1 at 1175.
1175. But I appreciate the money there. We'll just stick the 25 if we can from now. 1.2 beckons from here at 1175. Worth it every day of the week. Alexander has been showcasing this home of grand proportions for a grand campaign and some grand certainty into your family's future. We celebrate
1190.
1190. Natalie. What's the bid there, Nat? We're at 1190 here, 1190 the call. 1190 the bid.
James, 1.2.
1.2 and 1 1/4, should we say here? Who goes straight to 1 1/4?
James, would you take 5 on top?
Mate, I prefer
James,
to
bidder number 1 wants 20 on top.
1 2 20. I'll take the 20 over the 5 and a 4 times multiplier. 1 2 20 the bid there at 12.20 the call, and who goes straight to 12.50 from here, or 1 1/4 at 125. My suggestion 1.3 would be a stronger play for the keys at 1 2 20 the bid now. $1.22 million now. First, second, third.
James, bidder number 7, 1 230, please.
1 2 30. Well, let's see if that works there. 1 1/4 beckons from here at 1.25. I'd call it 1.3. See if you can scare away the mass of market around you. It's echoing. The market is certainly affirming itself with every footstep that you place here in these $1.2 million range. Let's call it 1.3 at 1 2 30 the bid now. Who goes to 1 1/4 now? First chance, second, third and final time at 1 2 3. It's as simple as 1 2 3 at 1.2.
James, 5 on top.
1 2 35. Well, let's see if it scares them away at 12.35 the bid now. 12.50. My
James, bidder number 1, 1245.
1 2 4 5. Well, number one's certainly been a standout protagonist in this afternoon's auctions. At 1 2 4 5 the bid now, and 1 2 6 5. I'd suggest from here a $20,000 play for the keys at 1 2 4 5 now. Once, twice, thrice. Are we finished, silent, and done? At 1 2 45. All done. All quiet.
Hang on. One minute, James.
5 on top.
5 on top at 1 1/4 at $1.25 million at 1 1/4 million. All this, once again, try and buy the land and build it. It's a beautiful home of grand proportions. A lovely life awaits you here in Preston's, ladies and gents, at 1 1/4 now. First, second, third, and final call now at 125. Done, finished. All silent at 125.
James, just wait.
Have
Give
to
us
wait for bid number 1. They've certainly been somewhat persistent throughout their consistent proceedings here today. 125 the bid now. What do we say? Do we go straight to 1.3 or 1275 perhaps? Happy to work in the 10s if it makes things easier, but it'll probably make things easier for your competition rather than you. At 1260 a slow lunge, 1275 a strong lunge, and of course the knockout blow. I'd suggest around that 1.3 mark just to take away the multi-layered ring of competition around you right now. Hard to hear yourself think when there's so many people breathing down your neck, wanting to secure this property south of 1.3. Everyone sees value at 1.3, otherwise we wouldn't be here bidding today. At 1,250, at 1 1/4.
110 on top.
110 on top?
Just the 10.
Oh God, that's a bit of a misunderstanding of the sentence there. At 1,260, though, we welcome that $10,000 rise. Bidder number 1 with 10,000 at 1,260, and Marcus enjoying every turn on the road to real estate, as every agent does at Ray White Wetherill Park. There is no team like them. They certainly do work as one to help people secure their future, to deal in absolute certainty and transact under the transparency of the auction method. At 1,260, here it goes. First, second, third, and final call at $1.26 million. I don't believe it. What was that? I think Bobby's talking to some parties there. Ricardo's having a chat to his. Bardo's deep in the conversation with our lovely lady bidder.
James, 5 on top.
1,265. Let's see if the competition takes it. At 1,265 the bid now. First, second, third and final chance. At 1,265, are we finished? Are we silent? Are we done? 1,275, my suggestion there for you, bit of
Just a
one.
sec.
Bobby, fantastic work. You can certainly see the commitment of the agents at Ray White Wetherill Park, Cecil Hills. There certainly is nothing like it. They love helping people get from where they are to where they want to be. That is the currency in which they deal. They certainly have a very service-orientated culture to their office. It just makes that difficult road of real estate so much easier when you deal with professionals who are good with people and care about the community like each and every agent does at Ray White Wetherill Park. At 1,265 the bid, I don't believe it. All this hesitation, there's certainly just an amazing self-restraint. We've got 4 active parties still considering their position here. Certainly plenty of parties who have registered and still haven't spoken. Any numbers? We welcome your bidding now. If you've been waiting for the 11th hour, now is the time to pounce. Ladies and gentlemen, Alexander deals with quality homes. You see his name, you know you are buying well. This is no exception. This is a quality life, a quality proposition. We need a quality bid here to secure it for you. I know a few of you are considering your position, and I imagine you come to these turns in life and you think, well, I plan to spend this much money. What was the plan for time and energy to spend on looking at real estate?
1.268.
1,268. Well, a $3,000. I can imagine that would only just be a red rag to a bull for the other bidders here. A $3,000. Someone trying to take your future away with $3,000. I can't imagine any bidder is going to allow that to happen this publicly at 1,268. Of course, we've got some good viewers here on Facebook. Of course, a sea of parties always watching on raywhitewetherill.com.au, and I wouldn't let it happen. I can't imagine anyone else would let it happen. Someone beating you by $3,000. No, thank you. 1,280. Who goes there? At 1,268 the bid. 1,280 my suggestion. At 1,268 the bid now, first, second, third and final chance. Well, looks like we're done. Looks like we're finished at $1,268,000. Done, finished, silent. Gone.
Wait, I think just let Alex has got to.
All right. Certainly we'll just await our instructions here. Well, I'm happy to place a bid on behalf of our owners here just to certainly publicly state some of that interest post-auction, just to draw that line in the sand. Well, a few party certainly considering their options here, but a 1,268 the bid. Well, the considerations with our owners here at this stage as well, do they keep talking to those parties post-auction who couldn't get organised, like the earnest and sincere registered bidders who are ready to transact with complete unconditionality here today? Or do they keep thinking about those parties who have promised their love letters of finance and future come Monday morning? Well, that's the decision. That's where we're at right now. But a 1,268, a few parties just checking if they're definitely out here. I'd certainly suggest somewhere around that 1,275 mark. I'd love to see someone bid around that 1,275 mark. And 1,268 the bid at 1,268, worth it every day of the week. Just check out instructions here at $1.268 million at 1,268 the bid. Certainly good buying at these levels. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you are viewing with the intention to purchase, of course, do head to raywhitewetherill.com.au. Have a look at some of the options. Not just the options, but all of the for sale range under the buy tab there. You can certainly see exactly what's on the market there. Plenty more coming across to that website between now and Christmas. So do treat yourself by checking in there at least every day or two. If you are curious about the value of your property, do have a chat to Alexander, to any of the team that would love to help you. Just understand where your property may sit in the current market conditions, just to give you that peace of mind. Know what you're living in, know exactly what it could well be worth. So a great conversation, of course, always free of charge. They would like a cup of tea, perhaps, if you could put that on for them when they come around. But do have a chat to them. We are just checking instructions here at
James.
1268.
James, 2,000 on top.
Another 2,000, taking us to 1270, $1.27 million. At 1270 the bid. Taking that to our owners, seeing what we can do. At 1.27 million now, at 1270 the bid. At 1.27, at 1270 the call, at $1.27 million here on the table now. Here it is. Here we go, at 1.270. We are going to check our instructions here. Happy to pause here, Alex. Have a quick meeting if needs be, but at 1.27. I'd encourage we keep in mind the sincerity of the parties who are here bidding unconditionally at auction today. I always say that's the preference. They're the people you want to reward because they're serious. They're here.
James, could a vendor bid at 1,280?
At 1,280 the bid there, of course, understood. We'll place that there on behalf of owners at 1,280. Of course, happy to take anything above. I'd suggest 1,288 be my suggestion there. And a few of the parties certainly singing a song above this post-auction, but let's get it done here. Let's wrap this up. Let's stop the madness of trying to find something this good, this big, this beautiful, this much of your family's dilemmas just absolutely designed to perfection. It will all be solved here with a little bid from you at 1,288 to all our registered parties here, some of them active, some of them just considering if they will come back into this auction, or maybe they'll head back into the market. They'll head back into inspections every Saturday, flipping through the apps every weeknight. And of course, certainly a grand residence that will haunt you all the way to Christmas when you realise you missed out.
Just give us another minute, just getting instructions.
Absolutely here. We certainly will accept anything above this level at 1.28, nothing below. A clear line in the sand has been drawn by our owners here at 1,280. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is the moment that you need to have a serious conversation with your partner, your business partner, or maybe just yourself, have a moment, take it in. If you don't act now, you'll probably go to bed without a property, and with plenty more money in the pocket. I've looked at some of the registrations here. There's no affordability issues. A very affluent bidding pool here today. Some successful people who've worked very hard for this money. It's not easy to save up a deposit to get a home like this, to get it done. Clearly, some serious operators here that, you deserve. You've worked hard for this money. You deserve to reward yourself with just that little extra bid around that 1,288 mark. A lucky 8,000 on top of the 1,280 bid there is my suggestion here. We can do it post-auction. We're in no rush. We can do this till midnight. More than happy to do it there, but someone may bid and beat you by $1,000. If we do this post-auction, we'll ask you for your best bid, and we'll let you know if you got it or someone else took away your family's dreams. Not the way I like to do things.
Just probably another 60 seconds for me. Just
another 60 seconds.
Getting the final instructions.
We're going to say another 60,000 there, which would be preferential, but we'll take the 60 seconds there at 1,280 the bid now. So I'd imagine there's a few conversations going, where do we place our bid? Is it 1,290? Is it 1,295? Do we go in a little stronger around that 1.3 mark? $1,280 the bid. At 1.28, at 1.28 the call. What do you say? Do we go straight to 1.3? At $1.28 million now. Lots of parties poised to pounce, and now is the time to do it. Don't be locked out of negotiations. Don't be in a position where you're asking your best bid and someone beats you by $1,000, $100, $1. Who knows what will happen?
Bid number one, 5,000 on top, 1,285.
1285 at 1,285. Bid number one is back, ladies and gentlemen. And what an entrance! What a re-entrance at 1,285. At 1,285, now we'll work in the fires if you don't mind. Otherwise, we call it through once, twice, thrice at $1,285,000. Are we done? Are we finished?
James, one sec. Just
All
checking.
right, don't let your bidder there missed out. Surely not. checking our instructions here, ladies and gentlemen. At 1285. At 1285, the bid. At 1285. A little bit of work to be done here. Of course, a few parties certainly with their promises post-auction. I'd love to get it done here today, ladies and gents. At 1285, at 1285, the bid now. At 1285, at 1285. At 1285. At 1,285,000. Here we go. At 1285. First chance at $1,285,000 now. Second call on behalf of Alexander.
Instructions going coming from Alex, I think. 1 moment.
No worries. We'll just see where we land with that. Third and final opportunity at 1285. Cardo, I would encourage your bidder to get back in there at 1295. Get it on sale. At a 1285. At 1285, the bid. A little bit to weigh up here, of course, our owners just considering those conditional commentaries post-auction, what they can and can't do. Some of the buyers who couldn't be registered here today, it is our preference as always. We are Ray White. We've been doing it for nearly 120 years around the country. Auction is the best way to do it. We all go to bed tonight knowing what reality looks like because we steep it all in certainty. That is the way we transact with the utmost transparency here under the auction method. At 1285...
James, I think Alex just getting some amendments.
Okay, fantastic. We'll wait for those. Certainly encourage any movement if we can there. Marcus, Ricardo, if your bidders would like to just push us any further north from here. At 1285, a lot of home. Jeez, it's a big residence, ladies and gents. You could lose yourself in a home like this. At 1285.
James, we're on the market. We're selling.
Fantastic work, Alexander. It's unbelievable there. I don't believe it. At 1285, we sell away with no further bidding. This is it. All of this. The house, the land, the dream, it's all yours at a mere 1285. We call it through. Need confirmation that all the bidders are out as we call it through now. Once at $1.285 million, now twice at 1285. Third and final opportunity now at $1.285 million. Are we done? Are we finished? Just checking you're all out there. I'm just running around there. Alex, if you can check as well, just making sure there's been no disconnections. I certainly admire the restraint of any bidders holding back at this much home.
James, permission to sell on my side.
Well, fair enough. Good work there, Ricardo. What do we say? 129. A few conversations happening here. We'll just need that verbal. Everyone is out if you don't mind, Alexander or Bobby B. If If everyone's finished in the office there, happy to get a verbal there at 1285.
Just check with Marcus, but I think it's ready that you can sell away at this price.
Fantastic. I think we are definitely done. At $1,285,000, it feels too good to be true. At 1285, our lucky bidder becomes a buyer now with no further bidding. At 1285, here it goes. At
One sec, James.
All right. Happy to call it 1.3 if you like. Or 1295.
James, one on top.
I don't believe it. What a cunning strategy, Natalie. You've helped them home potentially, beating their competition by $1,000 at 1286. Let's go with confidence. Marcus, your bidder number 1 to 1.3 or 1295 perhaps. We'll certainly get there in 14 bids, no doubt, with the small bidding. Not a good strategy at 1295, my suggestion to you, or maybe with aggression, 1.3. Here we go. They've done it. They've won it with $1,000 bid. They've beaten their competition into submission with 4 figures. I don't believe it. At 1286 now. First chance.
James, bidder number 1, another 1,000 on top.
Well, look what we've started now at 1287. At 1287 the bid now, and 1288 straight back, of course, if you don't mind. At 1287 the bid there now. First, second, third and final chance. Nat, let's get them in there for another 1 or 2. 1288, my suggestion to you. Lucky for some at 1287. We're on the third and final call. We can sell any second now. Holding back is a terrible strategy at these levels. Now, if we can help them out there, $3,000, worst case scenario, they're spending someone else's money. Either way, go all in. Don't go to bed knowing you had the money and you almost had the home. You won't sleep tonight or tomorrow or maybe for the rest of the week. You got the money. I've seen the affluent list of bidders here, and notably the top 2 bidders. Certainly no affordability issues here whatsoever. Call it 1295 or maybe straight to 1.
$500 on top.
500 on top. Well, we're certainly shopping for real estate, not Aldi, but I will take the bid there at 1287, 500. And I suggest something stronger to your bid there, Marcus, around that 1290. When the competition weakens, you need to strengthen to take control of any situation. Sage advice, take it, bid it. 1290, let's go. 1290, my suggestion, let's do it. At 1287, 500, 1287.5. Marcus, 1295. Let's get them in front. Let's get them the keys. Nadine, let's get the contract ready at 1295. 1295, 1295, just shy of 3. You've done well. 1295, let's go there. Too many witnesses. Too many witnesses to be beaten by $500 here, Marcus. There's a lot of people watching. Oh, my goodness. Hopefully their family's not watching. This is 1287, 500. Rounded up, 1290. It's a long road to secure property in 2021. It really is. What a battle it's been. End it today. $2,500. Get yourself out of the market. There's only 2 Saturdays till Christmas. 2 Saturdays, 2 weekends. Have a think about how many weekends you've wasted on real estate and at least join the last 2 of them for the year. Come on, let's get it done. 1290 with confidence, Marcus. Your bidder didn't register first. They didn't secure the number 1 position to come second here at auction. They came in to buy this thing, so let's sell it to them at 1290. Let's get them on top there. Marcus, 1290. Let's get them in front.
James, bid number 1, 500 on top.
Wow. Wow. Cancel the dinner plans, ladies and gents, at 1288. We rebuild it half a brick at a time. 1288. I'm happy to take the $500 bids. I'm just not too happy to wait for them, Natalie. If we can get one up quick there, or just call it 1290. If you're in for 1287, 500, I imagine 1290 isn't going to be that noticeable on the mortgage. And I can't imagine their bank or lender sort of said, look, your lending limit's going to be around that 1287, 500. Don't spend over 1287, 500. That's the limit. I don't believe it for a second. I'd love to have a chat to the bank manager who told you don't spend a cent over 1287, 500. Generally the round numbers. So let's get it done. You've got the money, spend it, call it 1290. First chance, second chance, third and final chance. We sell now to Marcus's bidder at 1288. Are we done? Are we finished? Well, here it goes. With no better bids, we sell now. What was the bid? 1288 at 1288. At 1288 the bid now. Here we go at 1288. We're on the third and final call. The pausing is merely a courtesy. We've given you fair warning that we sell. At 1288, we sell now. We sell now.
James, permission to sell.
All right, ladies and gents, on behalf of Alexander and the team, we certainly are done and dusted. Here it goes at $1,288,000. Third and final chance on behalf of Alexander and Ray White Wetherill Park. We sell, and we certainly are. Definitely done there, Mark. Natalie's definitely, you finished? Fantastic. All right, here we go. We are. So, congratulations. Great bidding, great buying. If you missed out today, head to raywhitewetherill.com.au. And of course, if you're curious about the value of your home, have a chat to Alexander, one of the true gentlemen of real estate. And of course, any of the team you've met across the roads to real estate, we do welcome a phone call from you to just sit down and have a chat about what your property could be worth in the current market conditions. Thanks again. Take care. We'll see you soon. We've also streaming some auctions at 4:30 and 5:30 p.m. today. So do come back here on Facebook or head to raywhitewetherill.com.au to watch those auctions as they unfold. Thanks again.
Yeah, yep. A few minutes away, ladies and gents. Thanks for joining us. Moments away.
Michael.
We're about 2 minutes away, ladies and gents. Thanks for your patience. For those joining us online, thanks for your patience. About 2 minutes away. Ladies and gentlemen, well, just stay spaced out. Of course, we do have a bit of a pandemic still looming, so making sure we've got about a 1.5 metre gap between yourself and anyone you didn't arrive with today, or certainly wake up with the same household with. So just keep that 1.5 metres of spacing. Of course, masks certainly not a requirement, but a great option to take, and just keep yourself and your family safe and sound. Thank you. On behalf of Mario Peretta, Robert, the team at Wetherill Park, we certainly do welcome you back and commend you on your fine tasting property. A huge opportunity we're going to go through very shortly. But first and foremost, terms and conditions at Government Protect Sale by Auction in the state of New South Wales. Naturally, each and every one of you with that appetite to purchase needs to be registered. To approve that registration, you need to check that registration certificate, just holding up each and every one of those numbered identifiers with your bids there. And the Dan will take those numbers down in the bidders' record, so we know exactly who paid what to get us where we need to finish. We certainly do have that right to place one bid loan on behalf of our vendors. Vendor bid is the language you will hear. If you do, nothing to fear there, just one of those to look out for. We can certainly refuse any bids, not in the owner's best interest. Low starts, small bids, we may say no. Not to be rude, not to upset anyone, just to save you that illusion of feeling like you own something when there's still a little bit of work to be done. Of course, the first, the second, the third, and the final call in the fall. The Avalon contract means the highest bidder is our unconditional and fortuitous purchaser, pending that reserve price is reached. Of course, a quick look at the contract. One lucky party will be signing here. Number 38 Boomerang Road in Adenza Park is sell away. Lot 3, deposit plan 775397. All those inclusions, a lengthy list, all those disclosure documents, of course, annexed there within. We do take the remainder. And the legalities to be read, enjoyed, but most importantly understood by yourselves and your legal representatives. Well, it certainly is a great crowd we have here today. As always, we've come to expect that from Mario Peretta and his campaigns with Ray White Wetherill Park. As it stands, a whopping 43.3 metre frontage, of course, just shy of the 2,000 square metres at 1950 is what underpins your investment. The estate itself, well, showing up with 6 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 11-car accommodation. It certainly is being tightly held. It's a generational sale here. You've got the benefit of many features from the tile flooring throughout, of course, that lovely staircase, the ducted air conditioning, the fully fenced with electric gates. Certainly a sense of compound there, keeping anyone out who doesn't need to be. But a beautiful community that awaits you here, and of course, a sensational opportunity just shy of 2,000 square metres. I can see some of the best developers and builders in the region here ready today, and of course some people wanting to make it their forever home. But whatever your purpose, whatever your cause, now is the time to make it yours. Ladies and gents, on behalf of Mario and the team, who starts us away? Opening bid, opening offer. It's auction day, it's action day. Who kicks things away? Who wants to start us off? 2.3, we'll kick it off there. 2.3, a strong start there at 2.3. Where do we go from there, ladies and gents? 2.3, 2,300,000, 4, is it a 5? A 2.3, the bid there at $2,300,000, a strong start at 2.3. Yeah, certainly nothing to scare away a crowd like this, though. At 2.3, who goes to 4? Who goes to 2.4? So you're bid number 13, lucky 13 at 2.4, 2.5, there at $2,400,000 now. First chance at $2.4 million.
So that 2.4.
2.7, the 100 son. 2.7, should we say at $2.5 million. First chance at 2.5. Second chance at 2.5. Third and final opportunity at $2.5 million. Are we done? Are we finished? Hang on. Lucky I don't charge by the bid. 2.5, 2.7, sir?
2.5. Open 2.3.
You'd lose a war like that. You'd lose a lecture war and options. In the next suburb. What was the bid, sir? You have to text it through. Good to see you, mate. 2.6? 2.6. 265. There he is. Hard Construction's having a go. 265 against you, sir. You've been relegated to second position. Let's get back in front of that 2 3/4. 2.7. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we all know this good buying in the early three, so let's get serious. At 2.7, 2.8, 2.7, here we go. 275 at 2 3/4 million dollars. Here we go at $2.75 million now. Once the phone bidder has it. One of the phone bidders has it. Twice at 2 3/4. Third and final opportunity at 2.75. Are we finished? Are we done? There's a few conversations happening there at 2.75. 2.8, a good bid there at $2.8 million. At 2.8 the call. At 2.8 the bid. Price of $2.8 million. I don't believe it. At 2.8, he has it. He has the lead. 2.810 at 28.10. 2.830 at 20k rise, doubling the competition. 2.830. 2.830 here again. 2.830. Back in front. Fair enough at 2.830. You can breathe when you board it. At 2.830 here on the phone at 2.83 million now. We call it through. Once, twice, thrice, as simple as that. At $2.83 million. Are we done? 2.835. 2.850. Bottom, ladies and gents, 2.850. 2.850. $2.85 million for those waiting for the 11th hour. For those predators waiting to pounce on their prey. 2.85's the bid. Here it goes at 2.85 million. First call at 28.50 bidder now. Second call at 2.850. 2.855. 2.855. At 28.55 the bid. At 2.855 the call.
2855.
2.855. 28.55. 2.9. Get there in a few moves, get in with confidence, call it 2.9 at 28.55. Here it goes at 2.855 million now. Once, twice, thrice. 2.9. Double-digit registrations, a huge crowd here today. For good reason. Just shy of that 2,000 square metres. There is time. Thank you, sir. 2.855. At 2.855 the bid, 28.55 the call. Mario Pereira and the team at Rainbow Wetherill Park working around the clock on this one. 2.855. And I admire the self-restraint of all the parties who imagine what they were going to do with this, and they're pulling up the handbrake lightly at this stage. Who goes to 2.9? 2.855. Here we go. 2.855. 2.78 million. If we sell away, ladies and gentlemen, at 2.855. Here we go. With no better bids, we sell now at 2.855. To all of those waiting to hear those magical words on the market, there they are. We sell away, Bardo. Let your bidder know he's been relegated to second position. Someone else is getting the photo with the sold sticker. They can take a brochure, but not a contract. 2.9, 2860, 2855 is the bid. Bobby, let's get him back in there at 2860. I've seen him miss out on so many properties this year, a few last year as well. 2855 is the bid. Just check. Hey, that's a bit nice. At 2855, just checking all our bidders are definitely done and dusted here at 2855. Wait, 75? All this south of $3 million, you're doing very well, ladies and gents. Yeah. Doing exceptionally well. 1,950 square metres. You're not registered, George, so you don't get to talk. Okay. We're just going to explain a bit considering their position. We'll sell it to our lucky bidder here. Thanks so much, ladies and gents. Of course, we're not in the business of rushing anyone. Like that guy's rushing home. We're not in the business of rushing anyone into home ownership here this afternoon. One of our bidders is just checking with his broker where he can actually push things through. 2855 is the last bid accepted. We're on the market for yourself. 2855. We wouldn't have to.
يا بلغنا ايش تريد تربح حساب هذا 4 مليون 4 ملايين 10,000 تفضل 20 30 I think هذا yeah, هذا صحيح. Yeah, I think you know. I think.
Thanks so much for your patience. We sell away to this family here at 2855 and 2855 with evidence. We sell away now. First chance, first final call before it goes. Silence. Industry has it. All done. All silent. We are selling. On behalf of Mario Peretta and the team at Ray White Water Parks as Bill. Certainly are.